The elephant rope. As a man was passing the elephants, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could at any time break away from their bonds, but for some reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they were very young and much smaller, we used the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they could not, they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging into the belief that we cannot do something simply because we failed at it once before? I think every one of us can relate to this story, right? The feeling of having failed at something or another over the years. Over time, we can begin to think that we are not capable of doing a particular thing, and we accept this as the truth and limit ourselves to a very confined world. We think to ourselves, I tried that before and it didn't work out. What is the point in trying it again and wasting my time? I don't want to look like a fool. And this is how we start to shrink and contract and settle for a life that is safe and less than exciting. However, if we could look at all the so called failures in our lives as just stepping stones along our path and decide to respond in a way that is positive, saying, well, at least I tried. Now I know what doesn't work, so it makes my next attempt clearer. Treat it like a process of elimination, gathering momentum and staying focused on what we would like to achieve until we succeed. Moral of the story: failure is part of learning. We should never give up the struggle in life. If you fall down 7 times, get back up 8 times. There are great leaders who failed many times, including Thomas Edison, Jack Ma, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, etc. But they didn't give up and worked until they succeeded.